to our Wednesday webinar. Today you're going to see how to set your individual cutting list. And like you see here, when you go on data export, you will see how to create your own layout, how to delete the existing layout, and how to do it with the export and a few more things. So when there are any questions, just let me know in the chat. I will always keep an eye on it. And yeah, let's just start. And first of all, you see here when you go to cabinet, you have cabinet 1. When you click on here, you can also change the name, like test cabinet. So when you close this, it will also appear here and later on also in a cutting list. So when you click here on the top right corner above the black cube data export, you can choose here your cutting list. Here you have different layouts. When you want to delete one, you can do it. You just click here on the 3-dot button, and then the setting, bill of materials setting is getting opening. Here you see all layouts. So let's say you don't want to have this. You click on here. You see here everything what's in here, and then you can click on delete if you want. So I will delete this one. And now you don't have cutting list underline 2 anymore. So, and when you choose here a different one, it's appearing here. So you see here also is now the name test cabinet. So let's just start with a new layout. Therefore, we click here on the 3-dot button, and you can choose an existing one, like this one, and you see everything what later on appearing on the cutting list you see here. When you don't want to have the angles here, you can put it out. So when you don't want to have the price in it and the information about the edge bendings, you can throw it. So when the finish links is the same as the cutting links, you can also throw it. So now we just have the amount, the name of the part, the material, the finish links, and finish with. When you want to have the thickness, you click on here and then on this button, and you see it's here appearing. So you can also have here the name of the edge, of the front edge, the right edge, of the back edge, and the left edge. And when you want to change the position, like you want to have first of all the front and then the back, then you click here to top of the page or down. So here you have also some checkboxes. We will actually create 3 different layouts, and I show you the differences. So we call it here, first of all, cutting list underline 1. And we save it. So for the second one, we want to have the order parts, fittings, and the sum of material also in it. And we keep the same. And here we type in underline 2 and save this. So now you can close this. And here you can choose your layout. Yeah, you see here cutting list 1 and cutting list 2. So now we choose cutting list 1. Yeah, and you see you have everything in here. Yeah, the amount, the name of the part, material, finish length, width, thickness. And here in the name, you already have also the informations about the edge bendings. Yeah, it's egg or white. And the thickness is here 2 mil and the width is 24. Yeah, so it's suitable for 18 thickness material. So when you look here, when you choose cutting list 2, yeah, you see we have a few more informations. Yeah, you have you see here we have 4 Hefele plinth legs, and we have 16 screws. Yeah, you see here the sum of the panels. Yeah, we have here agar white 9 millimeter for the back panel, and for the plinth it's the agar U 104, and here for the parts it's agar white. Yeah, you see it also here. It's material, and here you see the sum of the material. So I think this is clear so far. And now I show you, we will create now cutting list 3, and we will make an add something. Yeah, so that's why I just click here on cabinet and drag it and drop it here, and one more here. So, and we will add here a double door in the middle, and here we will add 3 drawers. So when you click now on data export, we have cutting this 2, and you see here, because the measurements, the dimension are the same, that's why you see here amount, it's the same. Yeah, the handles, that are the drawers for the back. So yeah, so you have here everything mixed up. Yeah, and now we will create a third cutting list. That's why we click here on the 3-dot button. Yeah, we choose here the cutting list 2, and we will make a thick on position, and we give it a new name, cutting list 3, and save this and close this window. And now it's appearing here in a layout, cutting list 3. So, and now you see, yeah, the first one is still a cabinet, test cabinet. Yeah, the second one, it's like cabinet 2 and cabinet 3, and it's well structured. Yeah, when it's important for you, you can also have it. Yeah, you see below every cabinet, you see how many hardware you have. Yeah, you see here, so we have 6 Bloom clip tops, and here you see you have 3 Movento. Yeah, and here you see the everything. Yeah, on the bottom you see all the hardware for your whole project, and here all the sums, the sum for the edges, and here the sums and the square meter for the panels. So when you want to save this, you can click here, export ASCII. Yeah, and I just save it here next to the TrunCAD folder, TrunCAD projects, and we call it cutting list webinar. And this is a CSV file. Yeah, we save this, and now we go to folder. So here you see cutting list webinar. We double click it, and then it will be opened in Excel. Yeah, and here you see it's getting opened in Excel. So you can also import this CSV file for other software, like for your panels or software. And some of them, they don't want to have here the header. And that's why you can, I will go back to TrunCAD, you can also turn off the header. Yeah, therefore you click here again on a three-dot button. You choose here cutting list 3, and here you remove the thick for header, and we call it cutting list 3 without header, and we just save it, close this, and now you see here it's appearing cutting list 3 without header. Yeah, it's actually the same. And when you click export ASCII, now we call it now cutting list webinar. Without header, and we're gonna save this. And now here it's appearing. And you see it's without the header. Yeah. So that is also important. Yeah. So you have also the option to just print the cutting list out of TrunCAD. Therefore, you see here this button, but you need to make sure that it's set it up. And before you click here, you just click on a three-dot button, and here you click on print. Yeah, and here it's important to have like your logo. Yeah, you click here on a three-dot button to see the right pathway. So it's here like on TrunCAD, and here on a texture. I've saved it in a texture folder. So, and here you can link your logo also with anywhere else. Yeah, you can choose here like the JPEG file. Yeah, then you see it's appearing more. And here's the TrunCAD logo. Yeah, you can choose your own, and here you can define the position of it. Yeah, that is the starting point, that is the links, and that is like the height of it. And here you can also have, you need to check it. Yeah, you can have something more. You can save this. That is later on, you can add informations about the project and the customer. Therefore, this is it for here. And here you have also text. And that is the starting point, and from the left, and that is the starting point from the top. So we're gonna save this and close this. And what we do now is we close this, and here you can remove everything and you can get it in a right position, because it's when you click here on data export, yeah, it will create two PDF files. Yeah, the first PDF file will be a screenshot of this. That's why it's important you make sure you have it in this position, how you want to have it. And the second file will be the part list. So we choose here cutting list 1. Yeah, here's everything mixed up. And when you click now here on this button, you can already print it. Or if you don't want to print it on your printer, you click here Microsoft Print to PDF, and then you click print. And now the first cabinet, the first PDF file getting created, and we save it here also TrunCAD projects, and we call it webinar pick. That is the first one. Yeah, it will be this. Save this, and the second one will be the cutting list. So we call it cutting list webinar. And it's a PDF file. Yeah, after you save it, we go here. Yeah, you see here that is a webinar pick. So we can open it with Adobe. Yeah, you see here, that is our screenshot. So I didn't add the text, but we will do it again. And the second is here the cutting list webinar. Yeah, you see here the cutting list. So I think that is also fine. And we have a new function because some of you wanted to ask also how to add a separate part in the cutting list. Yeah, and this is also possible. And therefore, you just make a double click on here. Yeah, on the last one, and you click here on material. Yeah, here you can give it a name like test part, and here are links like 900, and here width like 600, and here the amount of it, it's 2, and here you can choose a material. Yeah, when it should be like a glass, you can choose here glass, and then you click on this button here, and you can close this. So Yeah, you see here the parts that are the glass for glass are appearing here separately. Yeah, and you see it here in the cutting list. You see here the test parts. Yeah, also when you look at it, you see here when you click here on side left, then you see here it's also getting green colored. Side right or here top panel. Yeah, you see the top panels are getting marked. Yeah, or here door left, door right, or here's a drawer front. So that is not visible. So the drawer front and here's the back. Yeah, when you click on here, you see it also here. Yeah, and here you have the test part. So when you are here on a cabinet tab, on a room tab, you can also type in the name of the customer. Yeah, we call it here now TrunCAD. And here we call it webinar. And now we will save it again. Now we make here a new screenshot or bring it in a position for the screenshot. And we click here again. Click, choose Microsoft Print to PDF and click on print. And I just overwrite it now. Webinar pick. And we save it and we replace it. Or it doesn't can be replaced because it's still open. Then I will close this. Yeah, here just keep in mind that here will appear also the text. Yeah, the TrunCAD and webinar will appear here. What we have written down here. Yeah, that is what I wanted to show you. Just keep it here in mind. I will close it, then we can replace it. Yeah, and here's the same for the cutting list. Yeah, here we will have the customer will be TrunCAD, and here the project information webinar. Now we will close it. And we click here on print. And now we can replace it. Webinar pick. We replace it. And the second one will be cutting list webinar. We just click here on save. And we're replacing it. And now we just double click it. So you see here it's TrunCAD webinar, and you see here also the change of the order parts. And here's when we double click the cutting list, you see here your cutting list. So, all right, I think that is also clear. I just check if I have everything. Yeah. So, yeah, you see here also here's the test part. Yeah, we didn't add material for it. I mean edge bending. Yeah, the material is here the glass one. So we minimize it and this as well. And then we go on. Yeah, what you also see here, that is what I mean. you see here the logo, and here's the starting point. It's from the top left corner. Yeah, that's why here I show you when you click on this 3-dot button and you click here on print. So I explained to you that you also understand it, where this is coming from. Yeah, you see here the logo starts at 100. So that are here 100 units from the left, and that are 20 units from the top. And here it's starting, and it's 300 width. And that's why I have chosen here the starting point for this TrunCAD. Yeah, for the customer, it's here 400. Otherwise, it would be here mixed up with this. Yeah. So, and here you see the starting point is 20, the same. And here for the webinar is 50. And this here material made different. In reality, it's 80. Yeah, so you can change the position. Yeah, and here that is you can formatting the TrunCAD logo yourself. You see here it doesn't look well. That's why you need to know how many pixels your logo has. Yeah, and in the best way you write it in here, and then you can save it. So I think that is also fine. So, and here I also show you a special thing. Now we added a part. We also can remove a part from the part list. Yeah, when you go here on the left edge, yeah, you see here when you go with the mouse over the left edge, you can drag it and drop it into TrunCAD. Yeah, and let's say you don't want to have here the back, for example, you don't want to have it in your cutting list. Then you click here, 0 of 1, and you see it's removed. Yeah, you see here back, you have ASCII 0, and when you don't want to have it for as a CNC file, you click here, you click on it, and it won't be here. Yeah, that is the way how you can remove parts from your cutting list as well as from your CNC. Yeah, maybe I delete the 2 cabinets, then it's a bit more clearly. Yeah, just click here and delete, and here as well, delete. So you see we have the bottom panel, the left side, right side, top panel, and the trim on bottom. Yeah, when you click here, you don't want to have, or when you want to let appear the back again, you can click here. You can choose under cutting list. Yeah, then it's appearing, and you can also let it appear from your CNC. Yeah, or when you don't want to have the trim and the back, click on here, and it's disappearing from the cutting list. And you can, then you see it's a 0 here. And when you don't want to have it as a CNC file, you click here again. So then we have 4 parts. And when you click here, export CNC, you just get here the left side, the top panel, the bottom panel, and the right side. Yeah, here you see for the bottom panel, we have 2 parts. that is because of the, I think it has something to do with the drillings for the horizontal and vertical. Yeah, that's why you have some two, or it can also be formatting, a different formatting part. Yeah, that then in some cases you get two CNC files. So I close this. We click here again. I want to show you, when you click here again, it's also now with the back and with the trim. When you click Export CNC, yeah, we want to show it. And it might be because I turned it off. Yes, I turned it off because they don't have drillings on it. That's why. Yeah, you can also, you have more opportunities to turn it off. So, okay. And then there's also another thing. Let's say you have like a cabinet like this with 3 drawers, and you want to have this 3 times for the CNC. Then you click here on cabinet and click here amount 3, and then you get 3 times it, yeah, without to copy and paste. Yeah, you can here also copy the current cabinet, but you don't have to do it. Yeah, you can click on a current cabinet, and here you can choose the amount of it. Yeah, when it's the same. So, okay, that is it so far. Yeah, now you know about the opportunities, what you can do in a cutting list. Yeah, you can get it as a CSV file or PDF. You know how to set it up. You know how to set up your layout, and also how to save the export. Yeah, when you have questions, just let us know. Yeah, you can always click on the help tab here, and then on web formula, and here you can create a ticket. Yeah, just make sure everything, everywhere where here is something red, you need to put your name, phone number, email address, and here the category, subject, and here it's always important to attach the hotline zip file. Yeah, you find it here in C, in software folder, TrunCAD 20XX. Here in the backup folder is the current hotline zip file. Yeah, you just double click it and it's attached. And after you have submitted, you will also receive an email with your ticket number. Yeah, after you have submitted. So, and here also, what I wanted to show you, when you click here on help and just on hotline zip, the hotline zip file is automatically created or overwritten. And here you see in this file, here in this file, and here is your information about your cutting list saved. Yeah, here's the hardware, here's the material, here's the information, the new setup of your cutting list. And that is CNC layout. That is for every customer individually when they are CNC connection. So, okay, then we are done for today. And you will find this webinar as well as the other ones here when you click on free tutorials. And here on starter webinars, yeah, you see the last week we have had the creative wardrobe with the oak here. And here the week before you saw here the new functions. So, and this webinar will also appear here. So yeah, that was last week, wardrobe in room, and here the set bill of material. So next week I'm in holiday next week, so there won't be a webinar. The new plan will be updated then. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and we are looking forward and successful cooperation. Have a nice day and take care. Bye-bye.